Hi guys, welcome back to Bwoyatingz podcast. My name is Kareem Bwoyatingz and we're here at one of my favorite places, Co-work JA. I think this is my 5th time here. And they're located at 115 Hope Road in Kingston. It's basically in the Ligony Post Mall, which is across from Sovereign Centre. Co-work, basically, it's the evolution of shared workplaces. You can come here. If you have any meetings, they have conference rooms, different sizes and stuff like that. So if you have any meetings, if you have, if you want to do some work, any at all, you can have access to the fast internet, printing. You can come here for coffee with a laptop, and a lot of us are now working from home. So this is a very, very quiet space. It's very affordable, very, very spacious, and you have different options. So as I said, so if you're not having a local laptop and then the home and doing a local work and the camera with the baby them in the background, I make the noise, right? And the rooster and the things them in the background, right? So you can come right here at Co-work, very, very quiet space, get a cup of coffee, or you can, either come here for meetings, or if you just want to work on some things, and if you're a freelancer, if you're a creative, an entrepreneur, and you want to use the space for that purpose, you can also come here, right? So that's Co-work JA. We're going to put the tag right here. And once again, located at 115 Hope Road in Kingston, right across from Sovereign Centre. And yes, so big up on yourself, Co-work. Thank you for having us today. I do appreciate it. So for this episode of Bwoyatingz podcast, so if you're new, I do welcome you. And we talk about taboo topics within our Jamaican culture or, our little island of Jamaica. So whatever it is that is taboo, we discuss it here. Whether it is sexual, mental health, anything at all, this is a very safe space. You understand? So for today, we're going to be discussing oral sex practices in our Jamaican culture, right? And whether or not we're getting, more comfortable, especially publicly discussing, especially as men, that is most important. So we have here Mr. Trauma Boss himself.
Yes.
So I don't know if you're going by your government name, you're going by your moniker.
Trauma.
Trauma Boss.
Yeah.
All right. You can just give us just a quick intro, who you are, what you do.
All right. So this is the Trauma, aka the Threesome God, right? Dancehall artist.
Wow.
Just putting out some good music, but set aside the music. I love topics like these. Yeah. It's all about talking about stuff that persons aren't comfortable talking about.
Right. So you say that you're a dancehall artist, or you're a DJ, or you're a singer?
I'm a Sing J.
Sing J.
Sing J, yeah.
So like Movado.
Something like that. Something to that effect. Yeah.
All right. Where we can follow you, what are your socials?
Instagram, trauma_boss, and everything.
And what about your music? What's going on with that?
It's good, it's going good so far. I recently released a single called Life Too Nice. Produced by Minto Play the Rhythm. He's a producer based in California. And we're also doing some work with Grammy Fix Music. He's based in Canada.
Right. And
locally, we're doing work with Big Pop, Streamers Entertainment. So there's a whole lot of music coming out. The Threesome song that I did is produced by my label, Traumatic Records, alongside Channel 70, which is DJ Tropical. So we're busy doing some work, man.
How we can find your music?
It's on YouTube and on most digital platforms. YouTube angle Trauma Boss Music. It's on my Instagram, my YouTube. Everywhere you can find Trauma Music.
All right. I know that we were supposed to have this conversation a long time ago.
Yes.
From season number 1. But I don't know what has been happening.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're here to discuss, do you think our culture is more accepting of oral sex practices, especially men publicly saying that, yes, I do indulge?
I think we're more accepting it behind the scenes. Jamaican men, I'm almost sure that they are the most stubborn men when it comes on to admitting certain stuff, no doubt. So in the streets, you hear people say, people are shy about and them something they are enough man burn it out, and we know people who do it. You see me? We know people who do it.
Closer to me. Yeah.
Yeah, you understand?
Good. Love that.
Yeah. So we know people doing it, but Jamaica is not a place where persons are going to openly.
Do you believe that it is our culture? Do you believe
definitely,
that
most
because
definitely.
of how we're raised and we hear the song
most definitely. And music contributes to it a lot because we hear artists and make you know straight from a man so pussy him forget gunshot. I them think the way I hear in the lyrics and all them something. So you know as a man, you want to try it, you say, Ross, I don't want to get gunshot. I don't really want it. Yeah, I don't want to get gunshot. My friend them can't know, so I do this.
Okay, but I can recall a couple years ago, you know, women, well, both men and women have been doing this.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was very taboo for both sexes.
Naturally.
And, you know, a couple of years now, it's more normalized for women.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, if a girl now do that means said them are not good at it, and they're so proudly and you know, on social media and everywhere publicly for say, oh yeah. But I believe that this also stemmed from a lot of songs, you know, that was now normalizing for say, yeah man, woman for the heads and stuff like that. Do you believe that what it would take for us to go in that direction for men?
Well, I heard years ago, I heard a male singing a song like that him do it, and a lot of persons.
So which one me did?
Me don't know.
Me never hear that.
Me I tell you, man. Years ago, man. There's a song, man.
You know that song, Martin?
I think the song. Come wine, I'm a face. Come wine, I'm a face.
I've never heard of that song before.
You never heard that song,
Mr. Trauma,
If you go on YouTube, you can look it up, and everybody want to know who that youth is.
Wine, I'm a face.
Yeah, the song the on YouTube. Come wine, and I'm a say, yo, you are who sing that song that you the bravey? You see me? And we can't find the youth all now.
Wow.
And the song did kind of really go viral. And if a youth put out in music and it must still hide, it don't really make no sense. You see me? So I don't know how the artists, I don't think the artists are going to really come sing that still. You know what I mean? But we know the artists them do it. I don't really want to call her name, but I know artists do it.
Okay. What do you? I believe that also it depends on your socio-economic background or you know like who you par with, who you hang with. I believe that it depends on a lot of different things. Cool, because from me I got high school and I've left high school a long time ago. So from me I got high school, I know that people were doing this.
Yeah, sure.
But I tend to realize that it was more the upper tone, upper class people who was very Martin, who was very open with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know, say, and I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I just believe that they're more open minded and them don't really care about what you want in your bedroom or private life. So I kind of feel like it's really and truly just all boils down to who you're par with. Naturally,
and that is so true because in certain areas. You can never even make that slip out of your mouth.
I know that.
You can get thrown out of your community.
Because of that, my thing is this.
I'm telling you.
Here's my thing. Zine, and correct me if I'm wrong. We grew up in a society that say, you know what, no. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. But definitely not going to go there.
All right.
But I just believe, like, really and truly, Zine, it's now 2021.
Yeah.
And some things that is now normalized in our society, right? And some things that really and truly, if we look back 5 years ago,
would not be happening.
We couldn't even have said these things.
True.
I believe if this is what you want to do sexually, then do it, right? I don't think to inflict violence on anybody. That don't really make no sense to me. And someone who's just dark and dense and daft and dunce. And I only see a man underneath table. Right? I eat things that a woman never cook. After raw meat. Let me not love this. Right? But just, so, when did you realize that this is something that you enjoy doing?
First of all, when I realized that artists start singing about freaky stuff, I say, all right, see it a change, now.
So you just start?
No, man. We're not talk about the artist. Seeing? You see, if the right artist come sing, same do it. Trust and believe, where I hear songs tomorrow, from more artists, It just take the right artist for start, I may not have the platform as yet, but if the right artist starts singing about stuff like these way, he might. You know what I mean? Trust and believe. It will be a thing. But from years coming, for the last... I think I would say the last 10 years or so, it became a thing where men started to openly talk about these things. Because when I used to go to an extra class, I met a youth, he have tongue ring, about 3 tongue ring.
Which extra class was this? Maths Unlimited?
Because like you know the place of the freak them.
I went to Maths Unlimited.
You know the freak them. All right. It was that place that made me know say people are freak.
Right.
That place changed me. And it's not about the teacher, it's about the students who went there.
Because I think that Master Limited had a very diverse set of people. Right? And you know, back in my time, Master Limited was very much was kind of targeted to a certain group of people.
Yes,
you understand?
yes. It was that place I heard about orgy for the first time, and persons invited me to orgy parties. I never go because I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. But every Thursday was an orgy party at a particular house, and I've never been there because I say, yo, I go naked in front of so much people. And when me want to do, I don't really want nobody to see me do it. But when them come back from and them talk openly, who suck, who and who did it, me I say, you know, serious?
Right.
And them I say, man, come and see for yourself, man. You know phones allowed, man. And me I say, me I come, man.
So there you go.
No, sir, I never go, man. I ended up started keeping my own RG parties.
Oh.
After that. I love being the leader and stuff. So I started hosting my own.
What was your upbringing like? Were you in the middle class, upper class?
I'm from a middle class family.
What community was this?
It's in Waterhouse.
Okay.
Right? But I grew up in a home that is totally opposite of my lifestyle. I was brought up in a Christian home. Church never missed me on Saturday.
Me too.
On Sunday was a chill day. School every day. Pick up from school, drop off to school. I was never exposed to bus taking and certain lifestyles. So when I left school, I ended up being open to certain stuff.
Right.
So growing up, it was all about church and good morals, good upbringing, big up my parents. Them, you know what I mean? Them never make a mistake with growing up. And I don't think them, you know, they would be disappointed in certain decisions I would make in the bedroom or stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think they'll be proud of me more proud of me.
All right. So you said that about 10 years ago, you just first started to hear about these things publicly.
Publicly, yeah.
And then within that 10-year span, you started to try out things.
I started to explore for myself.
Right. So the first time that you did it.
So I'm not going to, hold on. Did what exactly?
Anything at all. First time, yeah, you want to see our face. Listen, there's a guest here. And like she'll say, what is happening? All right. Yeah. So let me just, all right. So let me go right out and ask. Do you indulge in oral sex practices?
All right. I indulge in everything and anything that makes me happy in my bedroom.
Yes or no?
And I'm very open-minded. I'm super open-minded.
So yes, okay.
I'm very open. And
you're
I try
married?
to please my woman.
And you're married?
I'm in a very serious relationship that is, we're very much active in sex.
Okay, so then, you know? So to answer my question, that's a yes. So when was the first time that you tried it? What was it like? I explored my options about 10 years ago. Yeah, same time when I leave Monster Unlimited, I start to explore my options. You know what I mean? Because you don't bash it till you try it. And I believe in trying stuff before you bash. Let me just say this from now. Anything that is said here by you are giving me all permission and consent.
Listen, I'm a threesome god. Yeah. And I'm pushing a topic that involves oral sex. Whether you're giving it or receiving.
So threesome.
So threesome without head, threesome without oral sex. I bet you.
So you believe that a man and two women can indulge in threesome and he's not pleasing them orally? That
don't make no sense.
But it can happen.
That it happens. But and I've seen girls involved in threesome and they don't want a head. So it all depends on your pleasure. Cause listen, when you're about to do a threesome, you know, you have to ask everybody involved. Are we okay doing this? Am I gonna get this? Are you okay with receiving head? Are you gonna give me head? Are you gonna give my girl head? You know, I need to know if you're gonna give my girl some head. Or am I allowed to give her some head? You know what I mean? Stuff. When I have to question in a partner about stuff like before and indulge in them, something like that.
Oh.
You see me? So
yeah, do teach me, man. Go ahead.
A whole heap of rules and things that you know, it's just like a married couple, they want to explore. So they invite another girl in the bedroom. When I have to talk about these things, is she okay to give me some head? Am I okay to this? Am I okay to do that? So when I have to talk about it, so a lot of persons not comfortable with the full experience, but when you need to discuss what I'm comfortable with and make it happen. Threesome is life.
Oh, okay. So back to my question that you're dancing around and you're Michael Jackson. So the first time you did it, what was your experience like? Did you like it?
Was amazing, Terry. That's what you want to hear.
Anybody will watch my show don't say, once me ask something, I answer, me not ask, me I go around, I forget my answer. So you said that it was amazing. Did you feel some type of way, knowing that, in our culture, it's not that celebrated? Like you felt like, Jesus Christ, I can't tell nobody this. Did you tell anybody?
I've always been a bold person about my actions. But at the same time, it's not like you go walk around and be like, hey, guess what? Guess what I just did? You know what I mean? You're not going to do anything like that. Whatever you do in the bedroom is your business.
All of a sudden I feel hot.
Yeah, man. The topic hot. Whatever you do is your business. Mm-hmm. But, whatever I do, I'm proud to do. I don't have any issue with what I can live with what I do.
All right, so you enjoyed it, you loved it, and that's why you've continued 10 years after.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I'm still doing it. I'm still enjoying myself.
So what about the people now who, because you're a musician, right? And you do know that anything that is posted on the internet is there forever and ever, amen. Yeah. So help we God, or internet footsteps are very much imprinted forever. Do you feel like maybe 5 years down the line this might hurt your career?
All right, listen, 5 years down the line, I go guarantee you, persons are going to idolize me for this. 5 years down the line, persons are going to be like, yo, respect. You gave me a forum, you gave me courage, and you gave me confidence, and I'm going to say respect.
Martin, are you hearing this?
I'm telling you.
Martin is like, yeah. No, man, all right. In all honesty, right? And the reason I create a platform like this, because at the end of the day, we have to understand that it's literally about 3 million people living in this island, right? And everybody's mindset is not going to be the same thing.
Naturally.
Everybody is not going to think the same way, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So to each his own, as I would always say.
Yeah.
So I know that if I have 10 friends right now, I won't give you statistics of my 10. We might circle. I'll do it. But me know for a fact, I'm going to tell people this all the time, that I have friends from all different walks or groups, right? From up there to down there, cool. And some of the man them were about it out the most. I can tell you that them enjoy this, them enjoy it bad. And it's just that our society just really and truly just cripples you. Isn't it? Like you're really, for you to please your woman. Yeah. Right? You can't even publicly say, this is what my woman likes and I am pleasing her. I don't see anything degrading in it.
That's the culture we live in.
Right. There are a lot of different segues and different parts we can go down about, but not go down tonight and at all part of my show. But I believe in pleasing your woman, and I just feel like I don't see why the bashing. Because if you come out and then I sing for say man must please them woman, and man must take care of them woman, and man for have this and that, and woman for happy. If your woman wants this, I'm not saying everything sexually that your woman wants you're going to do. Cool. But how are you really pleasing your woman then? I'm not saying every woman don't enjoy getting head on, because some women don't like it. You get me?
I've never met a woman that don't like it. I'm yet to meet a woman that say she don't like getting it. Wow. Not necessarily from me, but overall. I've never met a woman that say, yo, no. That's not mine. Never. So, and if no man now do it, and every girl get it, who I do it?
That I understand, because there's so many women on my social media platforms. Them say them man do this and them man do that.
And no man not do it.
Every man say them not do it.
And no man not do it. Someone who do it. I mean,
would you put lyrics like this in your music, in your upcoming songs, or to promote this in any way, shape or form?
I wouldn't necessarily put it in it for more than one reasons. Because I may be brave to say what I do, but selectors are not brave enough to promote stuff like that when they're playing. And selectors more go for the hype and what the culture supports. So, I mean, doing a song like you did rarely find DJs playing Aisha on a song. A DJ with no business. Like how me as an artist and me no business. You have some DJ with no business. Yo, play the girl song. Play that, Ray, whatever. You see me? So selectors, you really gotta find selectors, and artists doing music, they want earplays. They want, you know what I mean? They want to go into the parties and hear the song being played. So my song would have just probably in the girl them phone, them a snap to it, but you know what I mean? Would really go the level where I want to be in Jamaica. If I was more like an international base abroad, but the international artists them sing about it
all the time.
And the Jamaican artists them a collab with them, probably not on that same track, but them a collab with them.
What about for the facts? What do you think for persons who might be listening or watching who might say this is a private act and you know I don't think that we need to publicize what we're doing in our bedrooms? What do you say to people like those?
There's nothing wrong. I mean, everybody can say how they feel about certain stuff. There are a lot of uncomfortable topics that persons are scared to talk about, merely because you know the backlashes that they may get or whatever. But platforms like these that you have created, which is a great platform for persons to come and express themselves.
That I know.
You know what I mean? It is a very good thing because a lot of guys may probably look up to me, a lot of guys may bash me for it. That's not my concern. Whatever you do in life, you will be judged for it. If I choose to become a police, I get, why you go turn police? You could have done something else already. So it's not even based on oral sex alone. Just making life's decision, persons are going to talk. You cannot escape that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So whether you do it now or you want to talk about it, I mean, you know what I mean? Come on Karim show, come talk about it.
This is the first and the last time I'm going to be speaking about this. So there's no more topics about this. This is the first and the last time. And I ask Christ, I tell you the truth. And there's nothing, you know, I mean, if anybody watches or listens to my shows, they know that, you know, really and truly, you know, I touch the uncomfortableness of it all. You understand?
Straight.
Because if there's 3 million people in Jamaica, or if there's 1 million men and 500,000 out of that million is doing it, at least them can say, well, I watched a YouTube video, and I mean, if Karim can bring this on YouTube, then I mean, why not?
Why not?
What about the upcoming artists who feel the need to walk in the shadows of, you know, pre-existing artists, to walk in the shadows of, we have to burn out this if we want, you know, reach yourself. We have to burn out that if we want to reach this. So we have to talk about this and sound dark if we want to reach this. What about the upcoming artists?
Foolishness. Not to disrespect anybody, but if you would do your history, you would see that most of the artists from the 80s, 90s were not particularly educated to that level. These artists coming up nowadays are very intelligent. You can hear how these artists are putting their lyrics together.
Facts.
Very educated persons. So I think the new artists, them realizing that, we can shift from certain kind of trend. Because I see artists nowadays with certain hairstyle, creamy hairstyle, you know, stuff like that. Certain things where people would say, you know what I mean, off and them would look so. All right, the other day I was on a video shoot and a man said to me, say, for a young artist, you're clean. Back in the days, you have to look raga and poor, like for your boss. People have to sorry for you, for your boss. But nowadays, you have to clean as a young artist.
Yeah, man, image is everything.
Yeah, image is everything. So we're switching from that, man. Young artists are switch from that and I talk about some things now where the artists them before never really want to talk about.
Okay. You made mention of about maybe in 5 years, we'll kind of go now into a different realm.
Yes.
And we'll be more accepting of things like as small as taboo, as small as oral sex, but still yet taboo. Where you said that if a particular artist sings about it, more people come out and say them do it. Do you believe that will happen anytime soon?
Of course it can. It can. The music is very unpredictable.
True, you know, because you know, so when Cartel come out with Freaky Girl,
we never expect
that.
We never expect
it.
All of a sudden, every man love Ed now. Every man love Ed and can sing about Ed.
A real thing, you know?
You see me?
A real thing.
Cartel do it. The right artists do it. The right artists make bleaching seem cool. You see me? So if a top artist come do this today, tomorrow, you see the rest of artists, them jump on the train. Me ask you, music this name and whatever trend, artists are going to sing about what trend.
Facts. I know that. I know that for a fact. Well, any question for my audience? I mean, it was a good conversation. This is one that I've been wanting to have.
Yes.
You know, the normalization or lack thereof of oral sex within our society, even as it relates, especially as it relates to men. You brought some very important points. I'm not like, but know the people that are gonna appreciate this.
Yes,
but I don't want. Let me tell you something, man. If you're watching this and if this is something that you enjoy, I'm not saying that you need to come out publicly and talk about your business, because I mean, your bedroom business is your bedroom business. You know, but the violent bashing, that have to stop.
Yeah, naturally.
The beating, something that have to stop. Come in and understand. I mean, we all do it jokingly, because, you know, me and my virgin them card each other in our group. Isn't me? Or card a one man, if we know so that one man that do it. We maybe card them and say, you know, make up little names and little things and say, yo, hey boy, Ethan. Alright, so understand? You understand? But, you know, separate and apart from that, like, I don't give a
yeah, it's either here nor there. And the responsibilities of entertainers. A lot of persons look up to entertainers as persons who need to bring the mantle for a lot of stuff.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, persons may want to talk about it, but their favorite artists talk about it.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
I got a question, Kareem. What do you partake in the aforementioned act?
I am not going to discuss that on air. I mean, if you know me, you know my answer. Or the interview is not about this conversation is not about me, sir.
The producer want to know if the
Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. But it's not about me, and I do thank you. Right. But really and truly though, you know, I tell people all the time that a lot of these things that are being sung about now, I mean, boy, been there, been around the block 2, 5, 10 times and come back and I sleep in the house and everybody just start on the wave. So really, you know. But yeah, just tell us again where we can follow you, where we can find you, any new projects coming out, any collaborations.
All right. So the Instagram is Trauma_Boss. And we have a lot of music coming out. We're in talks to do a collab with a big artist.
Local artist?
Local artist. So we not really spoil the surprise.
I think you might want to do it after hear this?
What you say, man?
Okay.
What you say, man?
No,
they might go on to collab with come hot right now.
Fuck, they're on Bwoyatingz podcast. You understand the strips?
Go
ramp with the thing, yeah, man.
You know, whole heap of things I got, man. Grammy Fix Music, as I said before. Minto play the rhythm. All them top producers, the streamers, the whole of them big pop, we have whole heap of work for come out, man. So the threesome song I got drop soon, and the video, because there's a video coming out as well. The video is gonna be lit. So if you think you hear nothing yet, watch the video. I want to premiere upon that show.
I got you. No problem. I once again thank you. Respect my G for pass through.
Anytime.
You know, thank you to Cowork JA, located at 155 Hope Road. That is inside the Ligani Post Mall. You can see the place nice and clean.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. They have a lot of conference rooms. You know, as I said, it doesn't even have to be this big conference room.
Yeah.
You can just get a little desk with a laptop, get some coffee, you know, and you know, just work remotely from here. You know, it's a very, very affordable place. And yeah, so Cowork JA, big up on yourself. I should be here back again. Once again, guys, my radio show every Tuesday night, 8 to 11 o'clock. That's on Newstalk at 93 FM. That's Bwoyatingz After Dark. And remember to follow me on all socials. Big up the Bombcast. That's Martin. And yes, this is another exciting episode. I mean, I'm telling you, the next episode too is right along this line. So you know, worry with yourself. Content them coming, but I ask. Yeah, man. But you know, once again, guys, thank you for supporting. Remember, watch look at ads them, please, and thank you. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Right? I want to hear the views in the comment section, really and truly. This is a topic that I really want the conversation to flow. So I would love to hear the views, especially from men. What do you think about this topic? Are we, as a culture, you know, more accepting of men indulging in oral sex, right? And what says you? So just let me know. Drop a comment below. Maybe do some young YouTuber shout out as well. So I'll just randomly select about 2 or 3 people for the next episode. Thank you guys, and thank you for joining. Respect again, Trauma_Boss. We know the people that are gonna love this, right? And all these things. Big up yourself. Once again, guys, this is Bwoyatingz podcast. This is Kareem Bwoyatingz. I understand the strips.